Oh, that's good stuff. That's a little Hope Sandoval. I thought you would fall for me. Beautiful song. To start off the second episode of Coffee with Christopher. Glad you could make it. Uh, Today we're going to talk about why Frequency Academy. Why did I decide to call this channel the Frequency Academy? And there's a lot of different avenues, a lot of different roads of thought that led up to this. Today, I just want to talk about one idea, and that is the sine wave. The sine wave is a geometrical graph of a moment in time. And that is one of the fundamental glyphs behind what we're doing. So before we get into it, I just need to thank the sponsors of this channel: Matthew Gaia, Margene McKenna, and my mother, Cheryl Neville. All three of these people have passed on and don't live in this world anymore, but it was their influence that made me the person that I am today and brought me here speaking to you, and I want to give them homage. I love you and I miss you all, and I'll see you someday, soon enough. Okay, so the Frequency Academy, the sine wave. The line of life manifests as going up and then down, having an action and then a reaction, having action and then the karmic response, having two sides of the coin, and every engagement and reset, every effort and rest. All of this has the same dynamic, has the same graph that is an expression of the line of life. Alternation, oscillation, give and take. There's so many ways to talk about what this line is. But what I want to talk about today is, what do you mean frequency? And why do you study frequency? Well, how often this line repeats and this pulse repeats is frequency. What is the frequency of repetition? If it's very high frequency and repeats very quickly, we call it high frequency. And if it's repeats long and over time, it's a low frequency. And I'm not a wave physicist. I'm not a real mathematician even. I'm a religionist. I want to know how I can use this information to make my life better. And the first principle of the Frequency Academy is that which you do most often is most important. And what that means is, if there is an action you perform every day of your life, you better get that down. When I was 18 years old and I started being responsible for my own food, I said, wow, well, you're going to have to do this every single day of your life. So you better make sure that it's the best option possible. That if you get this down, everything else will be easier. It's the same with sleep. If you sleep every night, every single night, the better you make your sleep, the better your overall life is. One of the extremes of the spectrum of repetition is your breath. If you can optimize your breath, if you can get right with your breathing, you're always breathing. Swallowing is another one. It's what I learned from the Alexander technique. I started thinking, sometimes my students, my clients say, wait a minute, I have to do this all day, every day? I have to always be like this? And yes, you have the opportunity to always be your best. And the things you do most often are the most important on your way to self-mastery. So that is what we study at the Frequency Academy. How to bathe, how to brush your teeth, how to sleep well, how to nap, how to drink a cup of coffee, how to regulate your hydration, and definitely how to breathe, how to speak, how to stand, how to sit up and get in and out of chairs. I saw a comment on a YouTube video once I thought was funny. It was a demonstration of an Alexander lesson, how to get in and out of a chair. And the comment said, how people make a living out of teaching people to get in and out of a chair is totally beyond me. And that's really unfortunate because we all do it all the time. And it is really important. Anyway, the Frequency Academy, the study of repetition, the study of self-mastery. I'm really excited to continue this discussion, and we'll see you next week.